It's day 281.
Of the 29th year and beyond.
Oh, and had a request, and the question is uh, about prenups, especially if you have been married before. So, what's your take on prenuptial agreements? And with that, a prenuptial agreement, also known as an antenuptial, also known as a premarital. Uh, a lot of times people will say prenup, but that's an agreement that couples enter into before the marriage to discuss what should occur should the marriage fail, such as division of property, such as spousal support, in and forfeiture of like assets in the case of infidelity. So, I mean, it can cover a great many things, but basically, it's an agreement that two enter into prior to the I do's to say, just in case this doesn't work out, this would be my stuff, this would be your stuff, this is how we're going to deal with it. What's your thought?
Um, I think that if you have a lot of assets and you have children that are attached to those assets, I think in some cases I think it's necessary. Reason being, especially if this is a relationship or if this is marriage number two, or like for instance, say for instance you
Why does it make a difference?
say
Which
for
marriage
instance
it
you
is?
own a corporation and you have the lion's share of the corporation, but you're tied to this corporation with your children. So then your assets are partly their assets as well. Yeah, I think then you need a prenup.
Okay. Well, I guess that's one school of thought. My thing is this: when it comes to prenuptial agreements, because basically what this is a safety clause in case your marriage doesn't work, and for me, I get what Gail is saying, but for me, there are no guarantees in a marriage. In any relationship, there are no guarantees. But if you go into it saying, okay, just in case this doesn't work out, I think that kind of sets a foundation for I don't have to be fully invested. I've got my parachute just in case I need a quick escape. And if you are more concerned about possessions and those kinds of things, I think that you need to really reconsider, okay, am I really able to make a commitment for the long term? Because keep in mind, when we're talking about Christian marriage, we're talking till death do us part. And I realize that it doesn't always work out that way. I'm not naive by any stretch of the imagination. But I would simply say one would really, really, really want to consider how much of a commitment am I really making? How dedicated and committed am I to be able to go through better for worse in sickness and health, for richer for poor, till death do us part?
That's so sweet. And yeah, that would be nice if that was, but it's too many gold diggers out here. No, I'm sorry, I disagree.
Well, and with that said, who's selecting said gold digger?
Okay, so they're idiots, but I mean, my thing is, if you're like I said, if your business is tied to other people, if your business is tied to your children, and then just the staff of people, and you have someone that comes into your life that seems like they're all committed to you, and and then the next thing you know, boom, now you gotta give them half of your assets. I'm sorry. If you have a whole lot of assets and you're getting married, and you have a family that's tied to your assets and stuff like that, I believe you need a prenup. Agree to disagree? Would I ever feel like I would need a prenup? No, because I'm not getting married to anybody that has money. But we have love. Just saying.
So, when you're talking about prenuptial agreements, of course, people will come down on any and all sides of this. It gets back to you. What's important to you? Is this a deal breaker for you? Because for me, I would be reluctant to enter into a marriage where someone would require a prenuptial agreement with me. But What say ye? Until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Bye.